Colorado.
Welcome to this Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. It is tailgating Saturday, and we have a famous celebrity chef teaching us how to make some hamburgers, as well as our very own teaching us how to make some chili. That's the best for tailgating. Grab that cup of coffee, sit back, because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail. Good morning, Vail.
Hey, it's your boy, Nephew Tommy, your host for an all-new season of Black College Quiz, where the nation's best and brightest display their knowledge of Black history and culture while competing for prizes and scholarships. So get ready to see HBCU Nation take the academic field. Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Black College Quiz! BCQ! Yeah, man.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
Welcome to Hiring America, the television program that helps veterans find jobs and transition back into civilian life. Hi everyone, I'm Gigi Stone Woods. I'm truly honored to host this vital program. Reach out to the opportunities you see on this program by logging on to our website, hiringamerica.net, and by following us on social networking sites such as Twitter. We'll keep that information available throughout the broadcast and on our website 24/7. Now, let's get down to business.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that! Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine, and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took like 6 years off in here.
I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment,
Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Popstar Today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. I am so very excited because Ryan Thompson is here with us, 10th Mountain Whiskey. Everyone knows you. I'm going to make you blush a little bit here. And everyone knows 10th Mountain Whiskey. I am so thrilled that you're on the couch. How are you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing great, Gretchen. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Now, 10th Mountain Whiskey, I have to be honest with you. I remember when it first opened, and I can't believe it's 10 years old now, your baby.
And time flies, doesn't it? It feels like yesterday.
Wild.
It absolutely feels like yesterday.
And we have to say not one, but 2 locations now.
Yep, you got it. So we have our Vail Village tasting room,
Yes.
which a lot of people know us for, and a lot of people have been to.
Right.
We also have our distillery, which is in Gypsum, where we do distillery tours. We have a tasting room there as well.
Oh, you do
And so-
tours. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We sure do. So and we're open 5 days a week at that tasting room in Gypsum. So
And you have bands there a lot,
yeah,
too.
we have bands there.
Cool.
Exactly, we sure do. And we're just right off the Gypsum exit,
Okay.
right behind the Shell gas station, so you can't miss us.
Oh, that's so easy.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, 10th Mountain Whiskey. I remember early days, Vail Village. We were all like, what is this
Right.
vibe? It's a vibe. What is this
Yeah.
moment? So good. And I will dare say, I'm putting myself on the line here. I didn't think I was a whiskey girl before this.
Uh-huh.
I have gone in and literally looked at one of your bartenders and said, I don't know if I like whiskey. This was early days.
Sure.
I want something sweet. And every time, I still do it sometimes, they kill it. They knock
it.
it out of the park. How is that?
Love it. That's
yeah.
great.
Is it a training? How do they know so much about your whiskey?
Well, yeah, we do it day in and day out, which is nice, and we
Yeah.
get an opportunity to talk to a lot of people that come through the tasting room. So
Yeah.
we can, they certainly can read people pretty well as what
Yeah.
direction to point them to.
Cool.
The overall category of whiskeys is broad. And so maybe you don't like a super harsh, high proof whiskey. We have
Right.
something else a little more mellow, a little more easier to sip on. So
Yeah.
it's all a matter of reading it and reading you, and so that's all.
And I love that too, because I think sometimes we all think, oh, it's whiskey, it's alcohol, but no, it's a whole culture
Yeah.
because I've gone in there with men and women alike, and sometimes people will shock you. Some of my girlfriends are like straight up, like, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And yeah.
And we make three other kinds of spirits as well. So we're
Okay.
well known for our whiskeys, but we make
Yes.
a potato vodka, a cordial, and a brandy too.
Oh, wow.
So if you do drink spirits, but maybe you're not a whiskey drinker,
Right.
and maybe we can't make you or have convince you that you are, right?
Go to the side.
Then we have a couple other options too, and also
Cool.
we make cocktails there and make some great cocktails, from barrel-aged cocktails and infusions to some different types of mixtures that we make in-house. Make
Cool.
our own bitters in-house, so we have a lot of good
Wow.
options.
And I love that you have always, I feel like, a good vibe, good energy, live music sometimes. It just feels like such a good vibe being in there.
And that
It's
was
fun.
the whole idea behind designing that room the way it is.
Yeah.
It's sure we're a tasting room, and yes, we want to introduce our spirits to you, and hopefully you fall in love and becomes your new favorite whiskey to drink or
Yes.
spirits to drink.
For many of us.
But yes, it's also designed as to build camaraderie, to maybe meet your new best friend, or maybe to meet your next or your new significant other.
Yeah, I
right?
like it.
So it's designed purposely to encourage communication and conversations and whatnot. So.
That's something I was going to say. Every time I go in there, phones are down, and that's not always the
right.
case.
Yeah,
And
totally.
people, it does feel almost like you're sitting in a cool living room space or
Yeah.
something it's comforting, and
Yeah.
it feels nice, and it's fun, and it's homey, but chic, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Right. Thank you. Appreciate
yeah,
you noticing
no,
that. And
totally. I love it there, obviously.
The tasting room as well in Gypsum at the
Yes.
distillery is designed very similar.
Cool.
So it has its own different design elements as well, but
Neat.
the same idea was in mind designing that too. So.
And I've seen outdoors, you have the cornhole games and
Right.
stuff like that
Yeah,
to
at
do,
the
which is
distillery,
really,
yeah, we'll put the yard games out.
I love
So,
that.
Yeah, we have
See,
a lot
such
of those.
a cool vibe.
Yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
Now I have to ask you, 10th Mountain, I know the story behind it, but for people that maybe are interested in the logo, the story, can you give us a little bit of the background?
Yeah,
of
of
10th
course.
Mountain
There's
whiskey?
so much influence with the 10th Mountain in our area, right?
Yeah.
If people don't know the story, they were the original Mountain Warfare Specific Army Division for World War II.
So cool.
That trained just about 15 miles south of us in a place called Camp Hale.
Okay.
They went out and won some very significant battles in World War II. When they returned, they wanted to share the sport of skiing and the outdoor lifestyle with their friends and family. So in essence, they started the modern day ski industry as we know.
Love
so
that.
yeah, exactly, right. We all want to be here
Very grateful.
skiing a great ski
Yes.
mountain, Vail Mountain,
Yeah.
as being one of over 60 different ski resorts across this country founded by 10th Mountain vets.
Wow.
And so we were sitting around thinking about starting the distillery, and we're like, well, let's use it as a platform to support the military. And we recognize the significance of the 10th Mountain here in our area,
Right.
let alone the rest of the ski industry. And so we're like, let's name it in honor of the 10th Mountain Army Division. They're still one of the most active military divisions today.
So cool.
They're a light infantry division based in upstate New York in a place called Watertown at Fort Drum.
Yes. Okay.
And so we thought it was going to be an ideal name to support the 10th with, and then we also use it as a platform to support a lot of different military nonprofits as well. So
That is so neat, and with the big statue right
Yeah, exactly,
there,
right?
it just
Yeah.
all goes together.
Yeah,
I love that. That's a really
exactly.
cool cause. That's
do you
brilliant.
know where the second there's two statues?
Oh goodness. Okay. Oh gosh. I'm
you
like
on
on
the
the
spot,
spot. I know. I'm like.
I'll say it, it's up in Vermont. Up in Stowe.
Really?
Yeah, there's one more
Okay.
statue just like that.
In Stowe, you
yep,
said
sure is.
Stowe.
Yeah,
I'm going to
exactly.
use that. Thank you for
Right?
letting me know.
Little
Now,
trivia.
a little birdie let me know that you have some cool events happening, and one big one to celebrate the 10th year of the 10th.
Yes, exactly, right. What better reason to throw a party than to celebrate
it.
our 10-year anniversary for
10
10th
on the
Mountain
10.
Whiskey and Spirit Company,
Yeah.
right? So a lot of our fans and a lot of our supporters have been drinking 10th for 10 years.
I love that.
And so there's some good synergies there.
Yes.
And so we have put together quite the party on September 7th at the distillery in Gypsum.
Saturday, right? September 7th.
Saturday, you got it.
In Gypsum. We
In
have to
Gypsum,
say that so
right.
I can just see people coming to both locations and being like, what the heck? So yes, Gypsum.
Yes. However, we do have a 15-person passenger van.
Okay.
That's with a designated driver driving people back and forth from Vail to Gypsum.
That's
All day,
awesome.
all night long. So
Wow.
reach out to us via our website on social, and we can coordinate that.
That's
So
really cool.
We did make that happen as well. So.
And I know some of these bands that are playing. I heard there's 3, and they're all brilliant. Can you tell us some of the people that?
Yes, we have 3 bands playing.
Yeah.
So gates open at 3 o'clock. The
3
first
o'clock.
band's at 4, then
Okay.
at 6:30, then at 9 o'clock. And
It
they're
is all day. I
they're
love
all,
it.
Yeah, totally. They're all local bands.
Cool.
So it's where you get so much good local support from around town, we wanted
Yeah.
to keep it local. So the first person is Troy Harris and his friends. He grew
Cool.
up in Gypsum. Amazing. He's got a great following. He can play any song out there.
Awesome.
The second band is going to be Drunken Hearts.
Yep.
With a local guy that grew up here, Andrew McConaughey. So that's awesome.
That is so wild,
Yeah.
Andrew. It's crazy. I've
Yeah.
known him since Denver.
Yeah,
Denver
totally.
days back in the day.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I love it.
So it's going to be awesome. He doesn't live in town full time, but he
Right.
still has a lot of connections here.
Yes.
So it's going to be great to have he and his band up playing. And then the third band that's going to be headlining is Bonfire Dub.
Ugh, love.
And
Yes.
Scotty Stoughton and all his friends. A lot of his friends are around town still.
Yep.
He's down in Denver. But boy, when Scotty comes out, I think the crowds come out.
Yeah, they do.
All 3 bands are incredible. It's going to be such a blast.
So this is brilliant because it's amazing libations, we shall say, as well as amazing music, good vibe, good people. It's going to be so much fun.
It
I'm
is. We
stoked.
have a couple other surprises as well. Can I
Okay.
speak on one or two of those?
Of course. Yeah.
We do a lot of support with different military organizations.
Cool.
So we have 5 different military nonprofits that are going to be setting up and
Oh,
sharing
wow.
their mission.
Okay.
Vail Veterans Program is going to be one of them.
Okay.
And then a couple other ones. One coming in from Atlanta, Georgia. One coming in from Kansas.
How cool.
One from Denver and one from Buena Vista. So
that's brilliant too, because you can go and have fun and have that party aspect, but give back and do some
Totally.
good. And I know
Exactly.
our town especially loves that.
love
so.
it, right? Totally. And then there's a couple other surprises, but I think we'll have
You
to
have to
save
go.
those. You got to come out to check those out, right?
I
But-
like that. I like
So
it.
there's going to be a lot of fun to be had. It's going to be great.
Well, and Ryan, how can we get tickets? How do we purchase tickets?
Sure. Just the easiest thing is to go on our website,
Okay.
tenthwhiskey.com.
Okay.
You'll see a headliner right up top, and you can click that link, and it's 10th Whiskey. It's 10th.
Okay.
And whiskey with an E, so it's WHISKEY.
UI? Okay, cool. And this is Saturday, September the 7th.
Yep, you got it. Just right around the corner here in a couple of days. And the weather right now is looking great.
Oh
so.
my gosh, it is gorgeous.
Yes.
I'm like, I cannot
So-
wait. And in Gypsum, but you can get a ride. So check that
Yes,
out
exactly,
too. So
right.
cool.
Yeah. And ride there and ride back and enjoy some cocktails and
I
not worry
love
about
it.
it. So
Thank
we've thought of everything. So.
I know, you're
Yeah.
brilliant. I'm like, I can't wait for Saturday.
Right, totally. Thank you,
Well,
Gretchen.
thank you so much, Ryan. And thank you
got
for
it.
everything you do for the community and giving back. That's brilliant. That's
Well,
beautiful.
it's really important to us to be a value add to the community.
Yeah.
And we get a lot of support back, so it's super, super important to us. So
I'm going to say I've never heard a bad thing. I have to be honest
well,
about that.
thank you.
We all love
Appreciate
you
it.
here. So
Awesome. Thank you, Gretchen.
please check it out. Saturday, September 7th. I will be there. It's going to be a great time and such a good cause as well. Keep it right here. We have more Good Morning Vail to come.
Good morning, Vail.
we've got a special duo from two of the best voices in the bluegrass and country genres.
We know you're going to love this one from Melanie Cannon and Willie Nelson. Here's Back to Earth.
Songs our love created, I still sing. And every night we make the rafters ring.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Welcome to Nantucket Rope Bracelets. All of our stylish bracelets are handmade in our Nantucket workshop, using only the best non-shrinking line with soft, flexible finish. Find us at nantucketropebracelets.com and order your beautiful piece from Nantucket today.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, our friend Christopher at the Lodge of Vail came by the studio to talk to us all about first responders and the event for September 11th.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to your Tuesday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I wasn't kidding when I said I had some wonderful guests, and I'm sitting here right now with Christopher McRoy, and you are the general manager over at the Lodge of Vail.
That's right.
And I just want to say happy anniversary. We're coming up on your 3rd year in that position.
Absolutely.
Just this month.
Yeah, it'll be the end of September. Will mark the beginning of my 3rd year.
And how has it been for you?
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
I love a property that has history, and if there's history in Vail, the Lodge has been part of it since 1962. So
That's amazing. Yeah, 1962, that's the birthday.
yeah.
Isn't that crazy? It's been so long.
We are very much looking forward to celebrating history again this year with some events as we get into season.
Yeah.
And we're celebrating next Wednesday, September 11th, our First Responders Breakfast. It'll be our 3rd annual one. So we welcome all of our EMTs, firefighters, police departments, mountain rescue and search, and also the ski patrol for free breakfast at our buffet.
Wow, isn't that wonderful? Right over there at Cucina, which is a really lovely restaurant.
Yep.
And I mean, what a way to honor our first responders. And I know it's a great day to pick because obviously there's a lot of history established with that date. And it all makes us very, very sad and all the other stuff. But I just want to, first of all, extend our gratitude for what you guys are doing for them. I think more people should recognize the first responders, not only on anniversaries, but always. But what you guys do is going to be wonderful, and it's going to be such a great experience for them. Now, are other people allowed to come and attend this, or is this just for the first responders, or can the public come and honor them as well?
Absolutely, it's open to the public. It's free. Breakfast is free for everyone.
Wow.
And then anyone, friends, family, public, it's $30.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
We're actually previewing our winter buffet. We've spent a lot of money this year upgrading our buffet as we head into season, so it'll be kind of a preview of the winter offerings that we'll have for the first time.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to be that. That's going to be really, really nice. And you guys do a lot for our community. You're not just a place to stay.
Yeah, September actually offers a lot of opportunities for a whole bunch of annual events. On the 10th, we'll be actually participating in the Gary Shimanowitz Habitat for Humanity build with our sister hotel, the Arabelle, and our friends in Beaver Creek and Bachelor Gulch.
What do you guys go? You're doing the build?
Yeah, we actually go down with a
I
team
love
of
it.
25 people each day to participate in that all week.
I've done one of those once, a Habitat build, and there's nothing more fun, exciting, and rewarding.
It's pretty cool when you get to actually work with the families that benefit from it.
Yes.
And I think that kind of that sweat equity component of it really helps people. For us, it's just an amazing way to honor Gary, who was instrumental in bringing birds of prey to Beaver Creek, and kind of honor his memory. So we all celebrate that week with that.
Well,
kind
it's
of
a
giving back to the
wonderful
community.
thing. You guys do a lot from the heart, and that's what I really appreciate about that. You know, I mean, people can just be there to make business happen, and that's that, but you go above and beyond.
It's nice to be part of the community, you know, and it's, again, with the history that we have, I think it's our purpose to kind of get back into the community and celebrate that way. So.
Is this something you feel a little bit of pride in since you've shown up, that you've done a little extra stepping to get into the community and really prove that you guys are part of it and connected?
Yeah, I mean, we've done Cucina, since we kind of reopened after our renovation 2 years ago, has kind of become a celebrated place for live music. So for us, it's an easy way to bring people back in, places that they're comfortable bringing their friends, family to hang out with us in season when we've got live music on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Ooh, really?
Yep.
Are they local groups?
We do a lot of local stuff. We'll actually be hosting October 11th, 12th, and 13th. The free fall bluegrass after parties there.
Yay.
So from 8 until 10, you can celebrate all day long in the village. But then we have the after parties, which are small, like 120, 130 people.
Wow.
Just a great way to see those bands again. in the
Yes,
evening.
it's like an intimate event, but if anybody's not sure what the free fall bluegrass event is, it's pretty much exactly what it says, a free fall bluegrass event in
Absolutely.
Vail. So let everybody know what happens with that, because it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, so it's the second annual one. We actually participated for the first time with the after shows over Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, nice.
So Diane Moody and the team are going to bring the bands back to us, but it's three bands all day on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that weekend, and then a couple of them gather together with us later in the evening and play those small intimate shows.
Is there a cover charge for that, or people just
it's free to the
get
public.
on in?
Come on in, have a couple drinks. We do a small buffet that evening, make it easy for people to grab some food, and just again, kind of have that really close-up, intimate experience with the bands, which is wonderful.
I think that's incredible because, first of all, we all need music in our world. Music is what soothes the soul and brings us together, because especially these days, we need things to bring us all together, and community is one of them. So something like what you're doing with the first responders, and of course, you know, just the free fall bluegrass and the after parties and everything like that. What else is going on over there that you can let people know? Do you have special rates going on or anything like that? We are coming into fall before everybody else comes into town.
Yeah, I mean, we're excited about Mountain Open. You know, that was announced for the 15th. So
wow.
With those things come the reopening of Cucina for winter in Mass. That'll start on the 7th, and then we'll be open for season again until the end of season. As far as rates and things go, you know, if you're an Epic Pass holder, you always get 20% off the hotel rates.
Ooh, that's
so
nice.
if there's any other sales or things going on Vail.com, the Epic Pass always gives you additional discounts on top of that, which is fantastic. So
that's incredible. So, you know, Epic Pass, I can't say it for some reason, users are they have a lot of perks.
They do.
Yeah, but it's good. They're all great perks.
Yep, we offer discounts at the spa, discounts on dining, obviously discounts on the mountain. But yeah, for us at the hotel, and I think people kind of forget, or don't always recognize that we're part of Vail Resorts proper.
Oh, they don't?
So those discounts are there for us and the Arabelle here in town, which are wonderful.
That really is magnificent. You guys really do throw yourselves into the community. Like I said, you're just not a standing building that just brings people in, makes money, and that's it. You actually go above and beyond to do special things. And, you know, here at TVA, we love that. We love anybody that immerses themselves in the community because that's what we like to do. We like to introduce people or bring people back that do special things. Now, what made you decide to start doing the 9/11 breakfast?
You know, that was Julie. Julie Cassidy Rosine is our director of housekeeping. She's been in the community now for about 5 years, but is definitely out there and involved in all kinds of things. And it was kind of her brainstorm that started that with us 3 years ago, and that was my very first year here, like maybe 4 weeks after I started. This is
welcome. Let's get busy.
So that was something that we've done, and it just has grown every year. It was like 25, 26 people the first year. It was about 50, right about 50 first responders last year, and we're anticipating well over 100 this year. So
unbelievable.
It's something we're really proud of, and again, you know, I think folks kind of tend to forget about first responders until you actually need them.
Right,
So
and that's not good.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people, you know, especially our police officers, they're really, you know, I find them to be super caring and kind. Even if they do pull you over, they're not just there to be mad at you.
No, I think
there to help.
Our folks in Vail, Avon, just in Eagle County in general, they're just the most genuine, warm, friendly people. You know, we tend to call them when we have things that we can't necessarily deal with on our own at the hotel, and they're always just I don't know. They always bring some light and levity to the situation,
right?
In addition to getting things handled. So.
I know they hire not only great people that have the experience and the guts and all the other stuff. But they have great personalities.
Yeah.
We're not just, you know, they're just not there to be on the force. They're there to really be part of our community, just like you guys are. And I respect all of them, everybody. And thankfully, the fire season will be coming down now after we start getting some more snow and all the other good stuff. So they'll get a little break, except that they also respond to health issues and fires at the home and things like that. So they're always there for us. Everybody is there for us. So what about the Avi dogs? Are they going to go get a breakfast too?
Absolutely.
Yay!
Absolutely.
I had to ask.
We've got plenty of eggs and bacon for dogs. So
oh my God, that's so cute because the Avi dogs, I've been watching them train them and they're really cute. It's just amazing. So give us another something exciting to let everybody know how they can book a place, a stay over there, and get some wonderful dinner and all the other good stuff.
I would say follow us on Instagram. We're at The Lodge at Vail.
Okay.
Is our Instagram handle. Our website is lodgeatvailresort.com. So there's all kinds of updates there. Instagram is usually where most of the information, things that are happening in the next couple of weeks. If you want to find out what's going on with us, that's going to be the best channel to do that at.
Well, that's perfect, and it's a wonderful experience for anybody to get on over there and just to even visit and get on over to the restaurant. But let's chat one more time about that First Responders Breakfast. Just remind everybody when it's taking place.
Yeah, absolutely. Wednesday, 9/11 from 7 a.m. until 11 a.m. Parking is free. At the hotel, parking is free in the structures. You're welcome to park there and walk over. But we'll be celebrating all morning long. So we welcome the community, welcome our first responders, and just our way to say thank you for all that they do for us. So.
That's wonderful. I was going to ask about parking, so you heard it here. It's free, everybody.
Free at the lodge or free at the structure.
I can't even imagine how wonderful that's going to be. Everybody's going to be there with smiles on their faces and everything else. I can't thank you enough for being here to let us know all the great things you guys do for the community.
Thank you, Liz. I appreciate the opportunity.
Oh my goodness, it's my pleasure. Everybody, Christopher McRoy from the Lodge at Vail. Make sure you make arrangements to get on over to that 9/11 breakfast and honor our first responders and all the other great things, free fall bluegrass and all the other great stuff. So thanks a lot for coming in. I really appreciate it. Great conversation. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good Morning Vail.
Take the first game every one of us played in the schoolyard. Turn up the degree of difficulty to maximum, and then let loose some of the fastest and most agile athletes in the world to go one-on-one in what you have is the most extreme pursuit contest you've ever known. It's intense, it's addictive, and there's only one rule. Don't get caught.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen World Chase Tag before, here's how it works.
2 teams of up to 6 athletes compete in a series of one-on-one chases. Each chase lasts up to 20 seconds and has 1 chaser and 1 evader.
Opportunity for points on the board! Oh!
Whoever wins the duel stays on as the evader, and teams get 1 point for each evasion they make.
And it looks like the opening point for this contest.
It's the best of 16 chases to win the match, with a sudden death chase-off required to break any ties. It's win or go home from now on. Don't miss it.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No.
Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
I'm Andrea Jackson.
I'm Mitch English, welcoming you to
Mitch English and Andrea Jackson have co-hosted together for over a decade. And now, only on Daily Flash, they serve up a fast, fun, fresh perspective on the day's trending news and entertainment. Daily Flash offers the latest in pop news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, wellness, and even some unscripted, irreverent, who knows what's next fun. Daily Flash with Mitch English and Andrea Jackson. Trending news and entertainment.
Think Big features top kid inventors who face off against each other to see who can come up with the most innovative and creative invention. In Think Big, kids acquire and showcase their skills in creativity, science, marketing, design, and don't forget, teamwork. Check your local listings and watch the world's most innovative kids. They create and invent new toys, games, websites, and new modes of transportation. Tune in to Think Big.
Good morning, Vail.
Well, as you know, it is National Tailgating Day, and what doesn't go better with tailgating than chili? So Kim and Ross are making up a good old chili recipe. Let's take a look.
We're in the kitchen, and this time we're cooking up my recipe.
Yes.
Well, a version of it. This is a kind of a combination of what I like to make, but also with a good base from lots of Googling on the internet. But Ross, we are in the kitchen today,
Yes.
and we are making turkey chili. I feel like this is like a practice run.
Okay.
You know, here we go. It's cold outside. We're making chili for the chilly temperatures. So we're making a turkey chili, which is really great. And typically you can do it in one pot, but we want to show you all of the steps by step. So we've got a skillet here as well as a main pot to cook everything in.
Cool.
Yeah. So, have you made chili before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's easy, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody has their own like secret recipe or way that they've done it for years, but this is a really easy basis for it. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. So it starts with 1 pound of ground turkey, and I like to use the 99% lean because you don't really want too many excess juices, because as it simmers, it kind of liquefies and everything melds together towards the end. So if you want to get started on browning our ground turkey,
We're going.
I've got a really fun kitchen gadget. I don't even know how to talk about this because it is a multi-use tool, but this is my favorite way to chop vegetables. You literally just put it in the middle and then you just press down on it. So we've got some pre-cut onions already. We're gonna go ahead and just put this on here and just push it down nice and easy. It gathers everything, it keeps it clean. It's just one of my favorite kitchen tools to use by far. It actually also turns into a mandolin, but we don't need to worry about that today. So we've got red peppers, we've got 1 whole onion, 1 red pepper, and then also some diced garlic. And this is the basis of our, I guess you could say, of like the vegetable flavors that usually are within chili, but sometimes I like to add a lot of extra vegetables, but we're just gonna keep it simple today.
There's no wrong way to make a chili.
There really isn't.
Whatever you choose, it's gonna be great.
It is absolutely true. So I've got 1 whole onion here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and add this onion to my pot. So we've already heated it up with about a tablespoon of olive oil just to get things sizzling, and nothing sounds better to me than hearing a sizzle in the kitchen. But we're getting all of that going, and you want your vegetables to kind of cook down for about five-ish minutes or so before we add the turkey in. And you really have a choice of seasoning your turkey however you want to. So we've got lots of different seasonings here. We've got chili powder, garlic powder, salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, a little bit of cumin if you wanted to throw that in there. And it's just kind of to taste. You know, you can follow a recipe, but I say the best meals are made with love and not measurements.
That's it. That's it.
That's so true. But this is a really great weeknight meal to throw together. You can freeze it. It freezes really well. And we are just making a mess over here in the kitchen.
What was that?
I think I knocked over the hot sauce, which is a key element, in my opinion, to the chili. So are you a spicy chili kind of guy?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I like to put the jalapenos in it at the end.
Oh, that
Got a nice kick.
delicious. All right, so we've got all of our vegetables chopped. And Ross, next to you, we've got 3 cloves of garlic minced in this little Tupperware right here.
Lovely.
So we're just kind of mixing everything together. The flavors, if you could smell the flavors in here, it's, oh my gosh. I can't believe it's morning.
Coming together.
It is coming together. Those onions are sizzling down. We're cooking it for about 5 minutes. Same with the red peppers, but they don't have to be fully cooked down because everything is just going to continue to melt together as you let it sit on the stove for about 30 minutes minimum, 45 if you really want the good flavors. But we're just over here doing a lot of cooking. So, you know, we've got the big football game coming up with the NFL.
Right.
You know, this is a really great thing to make. You know, if you don't want to do a bunch of football appetizers, you can just throw a pot of chili together. And smells great, looks great. People's bellies will be filled. It's wonderful. So what do you like to put in your chili typically?
So yeah, I like the hot stuff, but I'm definitely kind of a peppers and onions guy.
Okay.
And then definitely I'm a big bean guy. So like I love chili because it's all of that put together, right?
Right. So I'm on the right track, is what you're telling me?
It's looking great, yeah, looking great. And then what I love to do is chili's so great left over, right? So you can just heat it up either later in the day or the next day and get a nice warm meal.
And it's one of those meals where you don't get sick of eating it multiple days in a row. This to me is a staple in the wintertime. I'll usually make a big pot and then throw half of it in the freezer and then eat the rest of it throughout the week.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So it just smells so good. You can see that these onions are starting to really start to melt down a little bit and become a little bit more translucent.
Yeah.
And you know, we're just softening it all up because we'll throw that ground turkey in here, and then we just continue to add things. So outside of the ground turkey, we've got all the spices. We're cooking everything down. Now, I have a secret recipe that I like to do, but typically you would start with 2 cans of 14 ounces of diced tomatoes, or you can do crushed tomatoes if you want it to be a little bit more I guess you could say like blended or less chunky, that's a good way to do it. So we've got 2 cans of diced tomatoes, which we can go ahead and add those in here. And so while you stir that, well, if you wouldn't mind passing me the tomatoes,
Here
Ross.
is one tomato for you, and I'll get the other one going for you.
Awesome. We're going to go ahead and pop these open here, and we're just going to dump it into the pot. So easy as that. I like to use no salt added so that I can add as much or as little seasoning as I want to the mix. I think it just adds a little bit. You know, we've got sodium and everything that we eat most of the time anyways. So we've added those in there, and then I've got 1 can of dark red kidney beans. Now we've already pre-washed and drained the can so that we can just dump it right into the pot here. So we've got the base of all of our vegetables in the mix here. So we've got 1 red pepper, 1 whole onion, some garlic, about 3 cloves of garlic tossed in there, 2 14-ounce cans of diced tomatoes, and 1 can of kidney beans. So looking good. We've got that in there, and you're working on the turkey, and the best part is we can literally just take that pan and dump it in here.
Love it.
It's so simple. Throw the pan into the sink when you're done, and we can wash everything afterwards. So it can be a 1-pan meal, but we wanted to kind of show you all the different things. So one of the things that I like to do, though, I have a secret ingredient.
All right, what is it?
I love to put apple cider vinegar in mine, and
Okay.
then to make this a little bit, just to give it a little bit more of an acidic flavor.
Okay, cool.
And then to add a little bit more texture and consistency, I add a little bit of tomato sauce as well.
Oh,
So those are my 2 secrets.
I was wondering what we were doing with the marinara over here.
You know, we're making a little bit of pasta too.
Love it.
Is there anything, like, what do you typically put in yours as well?
Not apple cider vinegar, no.
Well, it gives it a nice, like, citrus, a nice acidic taste to it. I know that the tomato does have that, but it adds a little bit of extra, plus some Worcestershire.
Yeah.
That's a fun word to say. So I like to just kind of throw everything in there and then taste as we go. So let's go ahead and dump the,
Ready for it?
yeah, we'll go ahead, turn off the stove, which is a big important thing to do. Then we're just gonna dump this in here, so you don't even have to drain it. You know, I love to have the extra juices added in there. There we go. Looks delicious, smells delicious. You know, we heard all of the sizzling kitchen sounds, which we love here. And then we're just gonna stir this around. And you can see we've got a bunch of different flavors we can throw in. So Worcestershire, it's always hard to say. You can measure it, you know, like a teaspoon if you want to, but I just kind of put, you know, 5 or 6 dashes in. And
5 or 6 dashes.
5 or 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I won't
6, 7, 8,
count.
9, 8.
That's my favorite.
6. That was 6.
We throw that in there, and then the apple cider vinegar. So we have a little bit here, as you can see. But this one, I would say you'd be a little bit more. I do maybe a tablespoon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a tablespoon?
Maybe a tablespoon. So we're going to estimate this is about a tablespoon. And it just gives it some added extra flavor. And we'll just stir it up there, and you can just smell all the flavors coming together. And it's just, to me, it's like frosting a cake. You just layer everything. It starts to like look really good, and you add it as you feel like it. And then another thing that I like to add in there is actually some chicken bouillon.
Okay.
It gives it a little bit more spice. If I can get it open here, we add a little bit of chicken bouillon. If you have the cubes, I'll add 1 or 2 cubes to my chili. But with this one, we'll probably throw about a tablespoon of the powdered version in it as well. That's where it gives a little bit of extra sodium, a little extra flavor. You just kind of mix it together. And one of the most important ingredients, chili powder.
Yes.
So you cannot forget to add that chili powder into the mix. You usually do about 2 tablespoons of that, or you just throw it in as you feel like it. And a little bit of chicken bouillon. And then the last piece that we're gonna add about a cup of the chicken broth. And then depending on what it looks like, we'll throw a little bit more of the tomato sauce in there. So that's kind of an as needed basis. So yeah, it's got a lot of different things in it, but you know, it's really however you feel like feeling it. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and pour that. I'll tell you
Oh
when.
yeah,
You
this
ready?
looks like about a cup.
Okay, you can dump it even faster. Looks great. Okay, that's good for me. And then we'll add that tomato sauce right at the very end. And it's just gonna be great. We'll leave it here. We'll let it all simmer together, and then we'll come back and check on it later. It's gonna be delicious.
So easy.
So easy. You just throw everything in a pot. Now stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to Street Magic. I'm Elizabeth Stanton with some of the most terrifying stunts, extraordinary extreme escapes, and the most amazing cutting-edge magicians you'll ever see in one show. Get ready to have your mind turned inside out. The hand is definitely quicker than the eye.
It's fake!
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse perspectives and unique opinions, often unheard in the mainstream media, live as the news unfolds. Tune in for Democracy Now!, the War and Peace Report, weekday mornings at 9 and evenings at 6 on TV8 Vail, Comcast Xfinity Channel 92. There's more for you on Channel 92.
From small towns to big cities and everywhere in between, we're covering the great things that are happening right now in the USA. This is Positively America with Ernie Anastas.
Each week, we're going to focus on the great things that are happening every day in the USA. We'll feature change makers.
In every older person, there's a younger person saying, how did this happen?
Innovators.
I talk about design the way some people might talk about like the person they're in love with.
Doers and dreamers.
You can use that recognition to pay it forward.
Ordinary Americans accomplishing extraordinary things.
When you smile, you receive one back most of the time.
We're going to prove to you that optimism and hope are paving the way to an even brighter tomorrow.
We've got a lot of programs that are specifically focused on the children of our fallen heroes.
At Positively America, our mission is to feature good news.
Experience the beauty of fall on the rails of the Leadville Railroad. Take in the cool mountain breeze as you climb to 11,000 feet to watch the vibrant reds, oranges, and golds of fall come alive. Enjoy delicious hot beverages, learn some history, and relax with family and friends. Create fall memories in the heart of the Rocky Mountains. Offering daily trips, the weekend specials sell out fast. To secure your seat, book today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now we're all about tailgating today on National Tailgating Day, and we got to talk to a celebrity chef about making some good old hamburgers. Love those cheeseburgers. Let's check it out.
With these warmer weathers, it is officially grilling season. In particular, it is burger grilling season. And joining us now, we have Chef Josh Capone joining us. Chef, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Lot going on, Chef. I know you're the 7-time winner of Rachel Ray's Burger Bash. You got quite the credentials coming up, and you got quite the burgers in front of you. But talk to us a little bit about this time of year. What goes into a good grilling session, and what do you like to do?
Listen, summer grilling is upon us, the perfect season to get outside, enjoy the backyard with your friends and family, and grill up some beautiful burgers to put a smile on everybody's face.
Yeah, and so obviously you're in the kitchen here grilling it up. What can you tell us a little bit? I can't wait. What do you got in front of you there?
Well, I have 3 of my signature burgers that were featured at Capon's Burgers at the brand new Fontainebleau Hotel in Las Vegas. We're going to start with the Capon's Classic. Melted American cheese, sliced tomatoes, shredded lettuce, and pickles with a little secret sauce. We have our smokehouse with our caramelized onion and bacon jam, shaved pickles, and crispy onions. And of course, we're in Vegas, so we have our blackjack burger. And you're gonna wanna double down on this bad boy with a black truffle aioli, melted raclette cheese, and crispy potatoes. That burger hits the jackpot every time.
Man, those look so good. Those look so good, especially with those fries and tots in the back. That looks amazing.
Fries, tots, kettle chips. Tots are having a moment right now, let's be honest.
That's it, that's it. So obviously it's a skill, right? Manning up or you know, being on the grill, it's a skill and it's an honor, but what is that skill? How do you build that skill?
Listen, I think everybody should, men, women, children of all ages, just be comfortable with the grill. It's a great way to cook. It's outside in the backyard, your friends and family around you, and you don't have to clean up, which is one of my favorite things about cooking on the grill.
Yeah, and what's your biggest tip or trick to someone that's trying to kind of get over that edge and kind of make these things truly special?
I think my biggest tip is just bring out everything you need so you're not running back and forth from the kitchen. Get that grill nice and hot. Give it a good scrub with a grill brush. And then I take a rag with a little bit of oil and rub down those grill grates so nothing sticks to the grill and you create a nice non-stick surface.
I love that. And how are things going down there at the Fontainebleau Hotel with the new restaurant?
Everything is going absolutely incredibly well. The hotel is drop dead gorgeous. It's probably the nicest hotel to open up in Vegas in the last 15 years. It is really something special. And I'll tell you one thing, the food and beverage program is second to none.
Man, look at those burgers. What goes into the combinations? How do you pick and choose what goes with what?
Listen, I just like to have some fun, but when you have your friends and family, just create a whole like little toppings bar. Have some different cheeses, have some different buns, brioche rolls, potato rolls, pretzel rolls, sliced tomato, pickles, bacon, anything you think might build the perfect burger, and have your guests just build away, cut them in half, cut them in quarters, taste a whole bunch of different burgers.
I love that. And obviously the juicy meat's the big part of it, but you know, you ain't having fun unless you got that bun, hun. What goes into the buns here?
100%, exactly. What was that?
What goes into the buns? How do you prep those buns to be perfect?
Listen, a little bit of butter, don't tell anybody, a little bit of butter right on the grill and get them nice and toasted on both sides. When somebody picks up that burger, if that bun is nice and warm and toasted, you know you're winning.
That's it. And obviously burgers steal the show here, but what do you like to cook up and what else do you serve up at your restaurant? What are some of the accoutrements or sides here?
Listen, burgers are all about summertime, but I actually am saying it's a summer skirt steak. I'm a big fan of skirt steak. Give it a nice little marinade, maybe a little taco seasoning, and make some grilled skirt steak tacos. Also another winner in the backyard.
That's awesome. So obviously people think it's a real honor to be the one grilling. It's also a little bit of pressure. How do you recommend people get through that pressure of cooking for everyone at the barbecue?
Listen, just have some fun, relax. You know, we're only cooking burgers. You can't screw them up. Keep an eye on the grill. Pay attention to what you're doing. You know, you want to be careful. You don't want too many flames, right? We don't cook with fire. But just have some fun in the backyard and keep it casual.
So when you're in the kitchen or at the grill, chef, what's the best part? What's your favorite part? Is it putting that last bun on? Is it starting the process? What's your favorite part of this whole thing?
I think for me, once that cheese starts melting over that patty and you pull it off and you build a burger and then you just cut them into halves and you're handing everybody a half a burger and you watch them. They look at the burger, they take a big bite. It's all juicy, and they just have a big smile on your face because burgers make people happy.
Burgers make people happy, and they make kids happy. Do you have any tips on like serving these things up? These are got a lot going on. Any tips on serving it up to the little ones?
You know what I like to do? I don't like to commit to a whole burger. So again, make a few different variations. Put some toothpicks in there, maybe 4, so you can cut them in quarters, and have everybody taste a bunch of different burgers so you don't have to commit to one big burger.
I love that. I love that. What's kind of next in the grill world? What are you looking forward to this summer barbecuing?
Big T-bone steaks, a little filet, little strip, big cowboy ribeyes. I love a good tomahawk chop with that big bone. You know, makes a great presentation. Everybody oohs and ahs when they see that big bone on the tomahawk.
I love that. And especially this time of year, a lot of people are just getting those pre-made patties. What's your recommendation here? Just get those patties pre-made, make your own? How do you recommend?
You can make your own. You can buy them pre-made. Just make sure your meat is nice and ruby red. It's got some nice marbling in there. I like a blend of chuck, short rib, and brisket. Again, 80-20, meaning 80% meat, 20% fat. Yields a juicy burger every time.
Love that. Chef, how fast can you mail one of those burgers to me here from Vegas?
Listen, I'm tempted. Believe me, I'll bring it to you right now. If I could, I would.
Man, those things look good. Chef, anything else we should have asked you either about, the new restaurant, burger season, anything else you want to add?
Come on down to the Fontainebleau. The hotel is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. And for any of these recipes and so many more, just go to beefitswhatsfordinner.com and follow me on the gram at Chef Capon for these and so many more cooking tips.
Oh, coming right up. Love the energy, love the presentation, and yeah, I gotta get me a burger ASAP. Those things look amazing.
I appreciate it, man. Happy summer grilling, everybody.
Happy summer grilling, Chef. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for tuning in. Everyone, take those tips, take those pro tips, and take them onto the barbecue with you this summer.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
We are here at Rugs Benedict in Avon with one of the owners, Mandy Benedict. Mandy, how are we doing today?
Fantastic. Great morning.
And today we are talking about waterproof flooring, which is so important out here in the Rocky Mountains, whether you're winter skiing, snowboarding, and you got wet boots, or in the summer and you're playing outside. But waterproof flooring. Tell me about it.
So it's really fantastic for our busy mountain lifestyle. And like you mentioned, whether it's ski boot traffic, a rental area, or if you just have some furry friends that like to go play in the creeks and run into the house, it's a great option for having that beautiful wood floor look, but having something that's not so sensitive to moisture.
Definitely. And this is obviously great for kind of one of those entrance rooms or a mud room, or also just an entire house made with this, right?
Yeah, we definitely have been doing entire homes with this floor. If you have, big dogs, they're very, very scratch resistant as well. So if you have things like whether big dogs or kids, heavy traffic, like I mentioned, great for rental environments or just busy mountain lifestyles where you don't want to have to kind of be a slave to your floor. This is very durable.
Definitely. And we have so many options here and different warranties that come with each one. But let's take a look at some of these, right?
Yeah, so really any color that you're looking for, any style. If you want a reclaimed look, if you want a marble look, if you're looking for just a really sleek European oak or a walnut floor, we have anything that will, look like wood or look like stone and tile that we can do with this waterproof flooring.
Yeah, and it all looks so beautiful here in the shop in Avon at Rugs Benedict. What do people need to know about waterproof flooring?
The waterproof flooring, there are quite a few different things as far as like sound abatement. We work with a lot of condo associations. There are specific underlayments that you need to use and installation requirements. So our in-house employee installers are amazing at that, but we come out and do free estimates. So basically anything you need to know, our flooring design team and our estimators will clue you in on everything perfect for your property.
I love that. Rugs Benedict, so much more than rugs. All your flooring needs here. Anything else I should ask? Anything else people should know about waterproof flooring?
Just come in and explore, see all the options that there are.
Come on down to Rugs Benedict here in Avon and check out your next flooring project.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to this Saturday edition of Good Morning Vail. It is tailgating Saturday, and we have a famous celebrity chef teaching us how to make some hamburgers, as well as our very own teaching us how to make some chili. That's the best for tailgating. Grab that cup of coffee, sit back, because Good Morning Vail starts right now.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you.